Hi friends, today I want to cover how to create this magnificent oven seafood bake. I always would start with soaking my seafood and 3 pounds of large frozen shrimp. So as soon as we're done cutting the lobster, I'm going to slide my fingers underneath the meat towards the back, and I'm going to use that tail area where it is connected like a hinge of a door. And I'm going to bring my fingers underneath, usually my middle and ring finger, and I'm going to bring those underneath, and then I'm going to just lift my hand, and I just lift up, and the meat pops right on top of the shell. One quick motion. Make sure that the mussels are not open. Only the best ones you want to put in, and they should be completely closed. But I'm going to soak those in cold water only, and put a 6-quart pan or so for the brine. And I'm going to have you put at least 2 quarts of water as a way of establishing that separate. So I'm going to have the up a Swanson's chicken broth or one of the other brands that you may have tried and found that they're very tasty. And you're going to have 1 quart for the brine, and you're going to also have 1 quart for the roasting pan. So we're going to add a little bit of a chicken flavor in there. And now after that's done, you're going to take a pound of butter, however you get it. I love the European creamy butter. I use that all the time. It just is so tasty. And I'm going to take one of those sticks of butter and put that into the brine. And I'm going to take one of those sticks of butter and put it into the roasting pan. And lemon pepper seasoning, 12 ounces in the brine, about 5 ounces into the roasting pan. Next, we're going to grab 2 bottles of oyster sauce. Now, none of that goes into the brine. All right, go ahead and cut up 4 huge potatoes. I like those huge russet potatoes, or you can take the little red potatoes and just cut those in half. But you want to have 1.5 to 2 inch slices. So we're going to cut that corn cob into 3s. So we want 3 even pieces. You can turn to the cutting board. We love to use a red, yellow, and orange pepper together. And then we're going to cut 1 sweet onion into onion rings. So basically, if you have a large sweet onion, if you're not sure if it's large, then it's not large. So then you want to use 2 sweet onions, and prefer the sweet onions. Also cut up about 1 pound of mushrooms. I like to have the whole mushrooms. I like to see them as white as possible. I don't want to see them covered in black and aged. When you have about 3 minutes left on the corn, that's when I add all the peppers and all the onions and all the mushrooms into the brine. And now that's going to bring flavors into the brine. You don't want to overcook them. That's why we're putting them last. They're going to cook about 3 minutes, and then we're going to while they're cooking those last 3 minutes. Now that's going to bring flavors into the brine. You don't want to overcook them. That's why while they're cooking those last 3 minutes, we've already rinsed the mussels. They've soaked for an hour. We've rinsed them again and soaked them again. And now soak them again. And now we have the mussels, the clams, and the shrimp. We're going to dump that into the roasting pan. We're going to turn off the heat, but put these into the roasting pan. We're also going to turn off the brine. It takes about 3 minutes to pour all that clams and mussels and shrimp into the roasting pan. And now, we're going to turn off the brine. We're going to start getting the corn or the potatoes out of there. We're going to grab the corn, the peppers, the mushrooms, put everything into the roasting pan. We're going to arrange the contents so they look beautiful. You want to have some of that corn on top, some of the potatoes, some of the shrimp. You want to have some of everything on the top just to make it look magic. And then you're going to place the sliced lemons or lemon wedges in to decorate as a more appealing dish. You're going to take 2 cups of brine, and it has all those wonderful flavors in it. I'm going to take 2 cups. I'm going to pour it over the lobster and into the dish and get those flavors in there. And I'm going to take just a little bit of Cajun seasoning, and I'm going to take just a little of that and just sprinkle a little on top of the lobsters. Normally I'm thinking of 4 lobster tails, but whatever you have is fine. And then you also are going to take a few shoots of parsley and just drop those in there as an appetizer. The colors are just going to pop into your eyes, and it's going to say, oh my gosh, this looks wonderful. Put everything into the oven. I'm ready to put the seafood in to the oven. Everything's there. It's looking pretty. I lift it up. I put it into the oven at 400 degrees. It's going to cook for 15 minutes, and that lobster is going to come out roasted beautiful. All right. And while you're waiting for the last 15 minutes, you need a glass and a cup or a nice white wine. It's time for you to celebrate. Time to pour yourself a little glass of white wine and take a sip and say cheers to the